Hi there, my name is Rohit Kumar, and today we are going to discuss another very important dataset, which is VQA. So, the VQA is a kind of dataset that is having some sort of open questions, and these open questions require a basic understanding of vision, language, and the common sense. So, when we say these sort of open questions are there, the first thing comes to mind that what these questions are like. Let me tell you that here at the website, this homepage only, they have given some of the questions which are relevant. Like in this first two images, you can see the question is who is wearing glasses. So as a human being, you can directly recognize your conscience that here the man and here the woman is wearing the glass. But point is that when you do the same sort of task with the help of a machine, then it's difficult many times to answer that who is wearing the glasses. So what is the child? Where is the child sitting? Fridge or the arm? So here, when this particular machine is giving the answer, then that should be fridge based on the labeling. And then here, arms. Is the umbrella upside down? Then here it's yes, here it's no. Similarly, how many children are in bed? So here the number of continues, the kind of object detection is there. So here 2 and here 1. So these are the sort of things that require some sort of basic common sense, basic understanding. So what indirectly we are trying to achieve? We are trying to achieve the artificial intelligence. Because the machine is going to conclude whether this particular image has a certain type of attributes or not. If yes, then it is going to answer accordingly. Otherwise, it may generate false output. So again, this whole intelligence process depends on the kind of training, and that training depends on the kind of information that you are feeding to the machine in the form of training data. So dataset fulfills this particular role only, and that it gives you the kind of training data, and then you validate it with the help of test data or something like that. So starting with the basic thing that if it is the kind of data set, then what is the size? Then different type of questions and some of the related questions must be asked. So here you can see that more than 260,000 images are there, and at least 3 questions are there per image, means on average. Then the 10 ground truth answers per questions, 3 plausible answer per questions, and automatic evaluation metrics. These are the kind of things which are related to this particular dataset. Then the details for downloading the latest dataset are available at the download web page. You may visit to this. And some of the related timeline informations are given over here. That April 17 was offering you the version 2.0, which is the kind of full release and having the balanced real images. Then if you are interested in the past details, then March 17, then October 17, then July 17, and the first release, June 15, beta 0.1. So these are the sort of versions which are available, and the related metrics with respect to the abstract scenes, questions, ground truths, plausible answers, and the captions are also detailed here. So these are the kind of things, and you can choose a particular data set depending on your requirement. And specifically, again, the question comes that what are the things available to help us in accessing as well as implementing this particular data set in our work. So you can see that firstly, you should be very familiar with the kind of team who developed a particular data set, because it gives you a kind of authenticity that if the people are coming from a solid background, they are having some sort of research background, then it gives you a kind of belief that yes, these are the kind of authentic data sets, and the people who are developing or who are behind the scene of this particular data set, those are kind of authentic. So you can go to the people page, and here you can find the related information. So the Yash Goel, Tejas Khot, Douglas Amarsustre, then Dhruv Batra, Devi Parik, and all other different members are developing the different versions of VQA, and these people belong to Virginia Tech, Armin Research Lab, Georgia Tech, and the Amazon Mechanical Turk. So if you go to the home page, then the first thing you can see over here that the home page itself shows the icon of Virginia Tech and Georgia Tech. So it's a kind of, again, collaborative project. So it's not like this that when different people are involved, then only the database becomes kind of authentic, but it gives you a kind of motivation uh, into delving into a particular data set or working with a particular data set, because when different people, and especially from well-established research organizations, come together and they form something, then it gives you a kind of notion that yes, something good is coming out, and you are working on a solid data set. So that's all from the basic understanding of this particular data set. Then going to the code kind of information. So the related LSTM and the CNN model and the co-attention models are discussed over here. You can go into details if you're interested. Then the demo related information is available over here. Perhaps they have removed it. So with respect to every data set, it might not be always necessary that all the links which are available there are available. They might be available, might not be available, depending on the kind of process that is going on behind. As I told you, that every data set goes under modification, goes under kind of updation at regular interval. And it also depends on the time of team who is curating the data set, and over the period of time, either they periodically update it or they update it at some random point of time. So many times these sort of demo and all these things might be available, might not be available. Coming to the download information, the version 2 and the version 1 information they have discussed, and the evaluation challenge with respect to different years, and the kind of visualizations workshops they have discussed or conducted. Then the sponsors terms and the external, some of the links are discussed over here. So these are the kind of things which are available for this particular data sets. Now coming to the kind of papers, so they have shown at the homepage only a prominent paper. Why prominent? Because it is published in CPR, which is a kind of a top-notch conference in the field of vision and machine learning. So CPR 2017 represents a paper making the V in VQA matter, elevating the role of image understanding in visual question answering. So ultimately, they are totally addressing this problem of image understanding, and that's why they are saying that making the V in VQA matter. V, that the visual part. So here is the first paper. The downloading options and the BibTeX related informations are also given with respect to the paper. Second, the yin and yang balancing the answering binary visual questions. Again, the CVPR paper of 2016, and the ICCV 2015, another popular conference they have discussed over here, the visual question answering in the form of video. So these are the kind of things which they have discussed, and some of the papers and video related links are also given out. So the kind of poll feedback and the other things, the related different links are provided at the homepage. Additionally, you can find the related information with respect to any data set by general Googling or doing some cross-examination with respect to different external links. So when we discuss the details of a particular data set, then again, the thing come to mind that what sort of things we are going to relate mm, with respect to a particular data set, or what are the sort of things which we should answer, then first thing comes to mind that if not this data set, then what are the other options? So the GQA or the visual genomes are the kind of probable good candidates. And coming to the benchmarking systems, then there are different sort of papers which are available, and they are discussing different sorts of best models which are available with respect to VQ version A or version 2. So you can go on the Google Scholar and you can explore the kind of papers who are having this sort of discussion based on the VQA version 1 or version 2, and what sort of models they have adopted. Some of the related papers which have adopted the VQA variants include the Parlay a dialogue research software platform. Secondly, another important paper towards VQA models that can read was published in 19, and it discussed again different VQA models and their comparative analysis they have provided. Then I would like to highlight the BLIP, the bootstrapping language image pretend for unified vision language understanding and generation. And similarly, the another work from image to textual prompts, the zero-shot VQA with frozen large language models. So these are some of the works which are discussed with respect to this particular data set. And the most important thing that most of the people have done with this particular data set is the visual question understanding. And that's why the acronym. So these are the sort of things, and hopefully you must have got the basics at least, that what you can do, what you can achieve with this particular data set. So my only motivation to you is this, that just explore the details, go into the niche sort of details which are particular to your research interest. And if you are not able to get much information from the web page or the sort of links which are available with respect to any particular data set, then the only suggestion is just to visit the author's homepage. They might be having their personal websites, and try to have some sort of links or the email addresses and try to contact them. Hopefully they will answer your queries and will lead you into the meaningful direction. So that's all from my side. Please do comment below and criticize the video if you didn't like anything, and let me know how we can improve. Thanks for watching. Happy learning.